What's going on, guys? Think Wavy back again with some GBO2, but talking Armor Core 6. The trailer just dropped for the gameplay, and it didn't disappoint, man. It literally was exactly how I thought Armor Core was gonna look, and but it's basically Verdict Day with better graphics, and it like on steroids. It's Verdict Day on steroids. The way that the mechs are moving are Verdict Day. They're not super fast like For Answer. They're Verdict Day speed. That's Verdict Day speed boosting. 100%. The movement is all Verdict Day. Like, that's one thing that Verdict Day is the king of out of all the armor cores. Is like how the mechs, how they actually move, and they're actually, they actually got some weight to them. Like if you boosting, yeah, you turn off your thrusters, right? You turn off the thrusters and you start boosting. Depending on how your mech, like your mech will start sliding, right? It starts sliding and you can just hear the weight on the ground. Where it's scraping the ground, bro. Like that was in Verdict Day. Imagine what it would be like in this game. Everything's gonna feel super nice, man. Like, oh man, I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's coming out 4 months from now, basically, right? August, right? But honestly, everything that they've shown is on point. The only thing, like story mode is probably going to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that they're trying to make it more focused on the story and like actually make an interesting story, because like the Verdict Day wasn't super interesting. Like, like they didn't really go all in on the story. You know what I mean? So like here, obviously, hopefully they'll make it a lot more better for the story, but also keeping Verdict Days online. Verdict Days online is the best online out of Armor Core, because it just was. It's the final form. It's literally they literally improved everything, tried to balance things. This game hopefully has 4v4, or should I say 5v5. One would be the operator. I want that. We have to bring that back, man. That stuff is late game stuff, right? Post game. That's post game stuff. Also, post game stuff is replaying the story mode and doing it with different mechs and different builds and all that type of stuff, like you do in Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, or anything like that. It's the replayability, going through the story mode with different parts and all this stuff, right? That's post game too. But guess what? Not everybody wants the post game by themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Not everybody wants the post game by themselves. Some people want co-op, which you ain't gonna get in the story mode, and some people, we know we're getting PvP. I just hope that the PvP is exactly like Armor Core Verdict Day in terms of the numbers, how the game is played, and how everything is done. Basically, 4v4, 5v5. You could technically say, because one of them would be the operator that's looking overhead, telling people where people are just by. You can't immediately tell where people are. You have to do the recon stuff, and you can see. But that's getting a little bit too deep in on it. We're getting on a tangent. But if they do that, if they do that, then we can, Armor Core will be so much more sicker. You know what I'm saying? As long as they have the 5v5, and like you're fighting against other clans to go up the ladder, and then the ladder resets every week. If they got that, that's good. That's the bare minimum that I want from the online. And I can't see them not doing it. You know what I'm saying? It was popular in Verdict Day. I can't see them pissing off that many fans of Verdict Day and not having team games. I can't see it. They're not like any other devs that would do that. Other devs would probably do that. I'm hoping that my trust is not. I don't know. Let me not go too deep into it, because what they're saying is there is going to be PvP, but the way he's saying it, like, why wouldn't you mention that team game? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know, lad. Maybe he's told not to say too much about anything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he can say the bare minimum that there is PvP and you can share your mechs and your emblems. That's basically what he said. So it's almost like he doesn't want to say this. The team there's the operator and everything. The maps are cool, like bigger, like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he doesn't want to say too much to take away from the online interview, right? So he has something to say for the online interview. So fingers crossed for that. That's the only thing I got fingers crossed for. Everything else is freaking looking perfect. It's looking perfect, bro. I can't wait. But that's the only thing I got fingers crossed for. It's just the team thing. Just the team battle, man. I won't be super sorry if they don't have the team battle. They better fucking add it. That's what I'm saying. They better add it. And there's no way that there's people out there that don't want the team battle. It's impossible. It's actually impossible. Do you know how, like, the Japanese community, yeah, right? Like, after this game was dead, we're still buzzing. Like, you could probably, to this day, if like you go on the JP server of Armored Core, you're gonna find teams. You're gonna find players. You try that shit on the international version, you're gonna find nothing. You go to the store, you find nothing. I'll bet you, to this day, we go play Armored Core Verdict Day JP version, and you'll find players. Because the post game is amazing. That is one of the post games that is amazing about Armored Core. Is literally after you complete everything and you got everything, right? You don't want to speed run the story mode forever. Come on now. Like, we want to play against other people and clap their cheeks with the new improved mech I just made, and like the new weapon I just got. You know what I'm saying? And like the weapon I just got is tuned differently from the weapon that you got. That's the same weapon, but mine is different because I tuned it different. Like, that's the shit that I want. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit. And that honestly is what will make Armored Core last longer than any other game that is just purely for the story. Like, Dark Souls 1 probably had the longest lifetime of all games. But the PvP was actually fun. It wasn't balanced, but it was fun, right? And the story mode, you know, people always doing the speedrun stuff, cool, right? And sometimes, you know, even for PvP, you want to play the story mode to get more like Titanite shards and Titanite chunks and slabs and stuff like that to improve your weapons, right? So that's all I'm saying for this game, man, is they need to have that replayability be there, right? If it's through online replayability through the story mode, new game pluses, like everything has to be there. Everything. Not a single thing should be left out of this Armored Core game, right? So the online thing has to be amazing. It has to be like Verdict Day, and the replayability for the story mode has to be really good as well, and like make you wanna play through it again to maybe get hidden weapons, to maybe get hidden parts, or you just wanna get triple S on the mission or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or S rank. I don't think it was triple S. You couldn't get triple S on a rank, on a mission. Triple S was the rank of your clan. But yeah, hopefully they bring all that back. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Like the only thing that I find weird is they saying that they want to keep the story mode separate from the online aspect, meaning co-op, right? So like you can't co-op in the story mode. I don't see how that is beneficial for anybody. You know? Because there's people out there that want to do solo mode. They want to do it by themselves, right? And then you have people that want to do it with other people. I don't understand them. They put a limit on that. That doesn't make sense. That's the only reason why I'm scared of the online portion. Because if they could say that, if they could say, you know what, let's not allow them to play co-op in story mode. That doesn't sound good at all. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that doesn't sound good. Because why wouldn't you want people to play co-op on story mode? I understand you want them to have the lone warrior experience, right? But allow them. Why they can go through it. Some people want to go through it solo. Some people might want to go through it solo and then after play co-op. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you limit in those options, then the replayability and the fun, you just limiting it, right? Because if you like, it could be more fun with co-op, right? Both players have done the missions. Like they both unlocked all the stuff and that, but they want to play through it again, New Game Plus, but together as partners. Like, why not? Do you know what I'm saying? That's why, dude. That's the only thing that scares me about this game is because if they can do that, if they can take away co-op from story mode, then they can take away team from PvP. This is my whole point, and that's the only thing that I'm freaking. Like, don't do it. And honestly, there's still 4 months left. We can still get co-op for story mode. You just gotta complain like crazy. Like literally, like dead ass, guys. Like dead ass. Like if you really want to see co-op for Armored Core, like we have to talk. You know, we have to talk about that. Really have to talk about that. People need to say to the devs that no, we want to play with our friends online, on story mode. We want to be able to do that as even an option. Even if you don't want to do it, it still should be an option. That is the facts. It should still be an option. Like don't limit the game, because what was good about Verdict Day is there wasn't really any limitations. The only thing that was the reason why they say that it was online focus is because the story mode was trash. Do you know what I'm saying? The story mode is trash. Like, why would we play multiple missions if the storyline's trash? But like, Rubicon is not going to be trash. That's my beliefs, because they're saying that they're putting more focus on the story mode. They're making boss battles more interesting. They're doing little things to make story mode more cooler, right? The thing is, the story mode has always been the center of Armored Core. I don't understand. That's why I don't understand why they're saying Armored Core Verde was the more PvP game. But it's like, you have to play the story mode to even do the PvP. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't understand how they're saying it's more PvP focused. Maybe because there's more options for online, like PvP, like the co-op and stuff. But that doesn't make sense. Every game should have PvP. Every game should have co-op. Especially a game like Verdict Day. I don't know. A game like Verdict Day, you telling me that a faction wouldn't tell two mercenaries to work together to do a mission? You telling me they wouldn't do that? It's not even realistic for them not to have co-op. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like in the missions, you're probably going to find that you're working together with some other person anyway, but it's just AI instead of an actual player. So I don't understand that, but these are the only little things that make me scared. Like I said, they take away co-op, they can take away 4v4 and only make it 1v1s in PvP. That would be a kick in the teeth. I still love the game. I will still love the game. I know I will, because it's Armored Core. But I feel like taking away something like that is going back on what you've already developed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you've already mastered what the game should look like, and in previous games you've already mastered what online should look like. They've already mastered what online should look like for Armored Core. Now they just need to make it so the story mode has its own amazing thing, and the online has its own amazing thing, and not merge the two, and obviously keep the game story driven, and like the online thing not be anything to do with the story. You know what I'm saying? And just be just battles and stuff, and against other clans. But anyway, that's all I got to say. This video will be super long, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless.